Hello, what is going on, rail fans? Hello, SCBBR official. Hello, Zachary Berninger. Welcome to the stream, you guys. Thank you for stopping by. ET&M on the other account. Nice. Yeah, welcome to the stream, you guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hello, rail fans. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for stopping by. We're here live in Stuart, Florida. Railfanning the FEC Heritage Mainline. Hello, Warren County. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, Jacob. Hello, just got the message. Yes, sir. Just starting off today. I know it's been a minute since we last streamed. I'm finally better. For those who didn't know, for those who were thinking I was missing the stream, I wasn't. Sonoma County Bus Rider Productions. Nice. For those people who are thinking I was just missing the streams, I wasn't. I was sick. I'm finally better and finally have time on my hands to do some train watching, so we're able to get do a live stream here today. We're here along the FEC Heritage Main Line, railfanning to try and see if we can catch some Brightline and FEC trains. I'm watching my phone and on my TV. Nice. So yeah, we should have ourselves some FEC and Brightline action. The first Brightline should be BLF 7 something? I don't know. No spamming, please. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and check when the first Brightline what our first Brightline should be. Copy counter so far is here. Yep, it's been how many streams? Let's see, 1, 2. I think this is our 4th stream. Mike, welcome to the stream. Migs, thank you for stopping by. No action yet, just starting off today. Still waiting today's first catch. I think it's been 4 streams without having the cops called on us. Let's keep it like that, shall we? Alrighty, so yeah, that train is on its final call. 5:35. Should be getting that soon. Should be getting that sometime soon. Oh, okay, yeah, 5:52. All right, so that train was late. Alrighty, chat. Testing done, nice. Alrighty, chat. So when I was pulling up today, I did see a Brightline go by. I think that was 7 something, obviously. But let me check here. I have a spreadsheet, all the Brightline information. I believe that was 723S that I saw. Unfortunately, I was just pulling up, and the train was already like crossing the crossing when I pulled up, so I didn't miss it. He was running a bit late, so that adds up. Hopefully we're gonna get some bright lines here. We should have a northbound, or I'm sorry, no, it couldn't have been 720. It couldn't have been 723. 723 is gonna be the next bright line. Sorry, it wasn't 723 that I saw, it was the one before that. It was 703S, so my fault on that one, chat. Yeah, 703S is running a bit delayed. So yeah, we should catch a couple of bright lines here. We should have a southbound, right? Or is it a northbound? No, 723 would be the first one. I think we'd have a northbound bright line, then a southbound FEC. That'd be FEC 912. We work in the Stuart area today. What's up, my G? Hello, Amtrak Pacific Surfliner. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Just starting off today. No action yet. Still winning today's first catch. So yeah, we should have a northbound bright line here. 722N. Hello, champion. Hello, Tropical. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action yet. Just starting off today, so we're still winning today's first catch. So yeah, we should have a, let's see. We should have Brightline 722N. That should be coming. What's up, Mike? Got the bus going home. Nice. Welcome to the stream, Outdoorsman. Thank you for stopping by. Just starting off today. No action yet. So yeah, we should have 722N. Bridge status up. Perfect. Then we should have FEC 912. It's going to come down here. It's going to work in industry just down the line, about a mile. Maybe we'll work another one. Then it'll come back north, so we should get him twice. So that'd be nice. Let's see. I'm very certain those signals are set for the northbound bright line, BLF 722N, but I could be wrong. Like I said, 912 could already be at the industry now, working the industry, waiting to get clearance onto the bridge. We could just only catch him going north. Hello, Snow. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Just starting off today. Waiting on today's first catch. We gonna see 191 today. I hope so. I surely hope so. So yeah, we should have ourselves some action here very soon. We should have ourselves a northbound bright line, a southbound FEC, then a northbound FEC. Then after that, we should get a southbound bright line. I'm here once again, yes sir. Bridge light is red. All right, there we go. That's obviously a good sign. So yeah, we should have a southbound bright line after the two FECs. Just started. Yes sir. What's up, Mike? Hello, Amtrak Pacific Surf Line. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Just starting off today, so we're still waiting today's first catch. FEC 191 is usually a trash train, or is it a mixed manifest? It's usually trash, but sometimes it'll carry some surplus freight out of Fort Pierce too. Like a couple of gondolas. On Saturday, it carries rock. It's a 4-1. What'd I miss? Nothing yet. You wearing the FEC shirt again? Yes, sir. What I missed? Nothing yet. Just starting off today. But yeah, Saturdays it usually carries rock. Last time I caught it, it was carrying some gondolas. I think it was like 4, but everything else was trash. Today it'll most likely just be trash, but it could have some extra cars on it as well. Like I said, I don't know. The one thing, the main freight, FEC 105, that is priority intermodal out of Jacksonville heading to Miami. That's going to be a southbound FEC. He's a little bit weird. Bridge status going down. All right. That's a great sign. So yeah, that's the thing with FEC 105. That's the priority intermodal that we usually see. He is a very short train today. He's only 200 and something axles. And he doesn't have the fuel tender. For those who don't know, FEC has fuel tenders. It's supposed to have natural gas. They have it on almost all of their main road freights. Very rarely do they not have them on. Hello, Railfan JD. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Still in today's first catch. But, gondola, not gondola. You're just incorrect there, Outdoorsman. I hate to break it to you. But, yeah, he's going to be very short, and he's not going to have a fuel tender, which is a little bit rare for the FEC, for those big, for the big mainline freights. Really, the only mainline freight that had... Basically, mainline freights for the FEC are symbols with a 1 or a 2 in front of them, and they almost always have fuel tenders, except FEC 191. 191 rarely ever has a fuel tender. That's because it's usually always AMD power. But on the GE power, they usually always have fuel tenders. This one doesn't, so that's going to be a little bit of a rare catch today, so I'm a little bit excited for that. And unfortunately, it is the 2 locomotives. There's no chance. It's only 2 GEVOs. And they're both in the Grupo Blue scheme, so we're not going to get any champion scheme, but still. Someone asked if you were wearing the FEC shirt. Yes, I am. Pretty sure I answered that, but in case if I didn't. Oh, chat, we got a diverging clear. Michael out for CSX 4720 on M410 tonight. Nice. I wish you luck there. From the north side, I have an accent, apparently. Yes, you do. So we have a diverging clear here on the East Main. Oh, I didn't bring headphones with me to listen to the stream, but I'm on BLF 724 as southbound. We'll hopefully see you in about an hour and a half. Yes, sir, I hope so. That's why I'm out today. I know you can't hear me, but that's why I'm out today. I don't know if I told you, but I got a gaming laptop this Christmas. Should I get Train Sim World 5? I don't know. I'm not the right guy to ask about that. I don't have it. I'm not big into... Sorry, I'm setting up the tripod. I'm not big into gaming and stuff like that, so I'm the wrong guy to ask, unfortunately. I'm pissed that I missed that. That's unfortunate, man. Sorry to hear that. I just like the new FEC scheme. Here's the thing I'm listening to you with minimum volume. Thank you. LOL. I did hear that. Okay. Well, yeah, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to go out today, but I thought that would make for a really cool stream. And also, I really got to get out railfanning more. I think this Saturday, I don't think I'll be railfanning tomorrow, but I might. This Saturday, I plan on heading, this Saturday is the second Saturday of the month, so I might head down to the SFRTA mainline and go down to Deerfield to visit the museum. So I might meet a few of you down there. I know Hewley and Tropical, you guys go down there recently. Brightline's and FEC so far 0. Yeah, but we could have something here. We do have a diversion clear. Hello, G-Train. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet, just, but we do have a clear. We did just start, though, so we're still waiting on today's first catch. Bro needs to touch grass. Okay. All right, I'll hop back on one. I'm getting closer. Time to look out the window for now. Have fun. The other spot you've been to in Stuart by Dixie Highway and Southeast Decker Avenue, Brightline hit a car yesterday. Yes, yeah, I heard that. I heard about that. I did hear about that, so a little unfortunate, but hey, we all knew it was going to happen, am I right? Hello, Random, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Welcome to the stream, the Lauren Park Railfan. Doing pretty good, man. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet, still in today's first catch. We do have a diverging clear, so we should have some action here very soon. Our best friend is coming to visit me, and I'm doing an escape room on the 10th, so you won't see me. Ah, all right. Well, is the club open? Hello, Godfather. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Tropical, if the club's open to the public, I'll go. But if it's not open to the public, I'll wait till next Saturday. I don't know if it's open this Saturday or not. Look, Godfather, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet, just starting off today, but we're waiting on today's first catch. If you can take a look at the signals right there, we have a diverging clear, so we should have some action here very soon. I wonder if you have any interaction with Stuart's Finest. I hope not today. So far, we're 4 streams without interacting with some without any officers, so. I see a green, we got something. Yes, we have a northbound, whatever it could be. I think it's BLF 722N. I believe that's what it's lined for. But it could be for FEC 912. What I thought would happen is we would see FEC 912 come south so he can work the rock plant down by me, just down about a mile down the road. Excuse me, work the rock plant, then come back north. So I was hoping to catch him twice, but since they're signaling him this early, I think he's already came by through here heading south. Let's make it 5, I hope so. He's already came through here south and is gonna head back north. For the public, every second Saturday, they rotate us on a schedule. Gotcha. Also, you can come down on the days when we're not open to the public as well as you want. Nice, bridge status still down, thank you. I'd love, yeah, Tropical, I'd love to come. If you're down there, man, if you can let me in, I would love to go see it. I'd love to go in and see all the, and see the beautiful layout y'all got. If you have not been, if you're in the South Florida area and have not been to the Deerfield Beach Model Railroad Club, the Deerfield Beach Tri-Rail Station, I highly advise it. Train symbol's 920, not 912. Gotcha, appreciate you. And have not been, I highly advise it. It is a great place, and I'm gonna go there this Saturday. Hey, hello, how are you doing today? Good afternoon, everybody. I'm doing good today. That's good to hear, Eugene. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing pretty good. Trackside, so I can't complain. Hope everybody else in the chat is doing the same. Subscribe to your channel, get thumbs up tonight. Thank you so much, Eugene. I appreciate your subscription, and welcome aboard. Hello, 716 Rails. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Just starting off today. No action yet. Still waiting today's first catch. It's the goal for Big 26. I hope the streams and the whole channel just we start trending in the same direction like we were at the end of 25. That's the goal I have set. The Deerfield Beach Tri-Rail Station is a great place for rail fans. Yes, sir, my favorite personally. Yeah, it's my favorite station too. All right, chat, train time. You on the CSX? Nope, the FEC Heritage Main Line. BLF 722 now. So here comes the first catch of the stream already. Alrighty, chat, it's train time. Hello. Hello, Aiden. I got here just in time. Yes, you did. That's 722N. I believe. Should be. I heard his horn anyway. Is the Jiva locomotives? We should see some, but this won't have any. This train definitely won't have any Jivos, I can tell you that. Oh, it sounds like a friendly engineer. We might get a nice show here. And there we go, first catch of today's stream, everybody. Barring any connection issues, this stream will be uploaded to YouTube. Praying for no connection issues. But there goes the first catch of today's stream. Never mind, that's regular K5LA. Wave to it, yes sir. Definitely a bright line. Yeah, so no Jivos on that one, but hopefully we will catch some later today. The cross behind me is braking for whatever reason. It went up, then went right back down, then went back up again, so. That was pretty interesting. Happy New Year 2026. Yes, Chad, this is the first stream, I think, in 2026, so Happy New Year to everybody. I think this is the first stream of 2026, is it not? Yeah, it would have to be. Yeah, happy 2026 to everybody. Yeah, this would have to be the first stream of 2026. The last one was the one that broke. Right. Found a model railroad club at Deerfield Beach on... I found the model railroad club at Deerfield Beach on accident. Yeah, so did I, actually. I mean, I've been going there ever since I was a little guy. 2026 is a fresh start. Yes, sir. Cop encounter so far 0. Let's keep it like that. I found it when I was like a little guy. I think I was like 5 years old. We just found it on complete accident. We were at the station, and we just walked... And we found out they were hosting it. This is when it used to be open every Saturday. Now it's open only select Saturdays. Yeah, we just went in, and now it's just one of the great. What model railroad museum? One at Deerfield Beach at the Tri-Rail station. Alrighty, chat. So, with our first catch out of the way, hopefully we can catch some more here. We should have ourselves FEC 920, not 912. I think 912 is a Jacksonville. Yeah. I think 912 is like a Jacksonville or Cocoa Beach local. Have you ever filmed trains up in Plant City? Yes, I did, Godfather. I went once. Back in 2020, I want to say. It was a long time ago. 2021, maybe. Storm in Missouri right now. Unfortunate. Plant City is Foamer Central. There are a lot of people there. I've only went once. It's like a 4-hour drive for me. So yeah, I went once to check it out. I only caught 4 locals, I think. And I went there for like the full day. Oh, they caught like 4 trains. It was bad. And they were all 4 locals. None of them were actual freights. Yeah, it was when, no, it would have to be 2020 because it was when Amtrak was running on that restricted schedule. So it would have to be 2020. But yeah, that place is just dead now, unfortunately. Locals are all you get in Plant City. Yeah, Plant City has a lot of locals. If the train, look, here's the thing. If the train traffic was just somewhat a little bit up more than it is, more than it was, I would suggest it because you can get a lot of, if you like watching industry switching, I would advise going to Plant City, yes. Bet you the train bridge is up right now because the car bridge over there is raising. Yeah, that's a neat reference, Tropical. That's actually a pretty good reference, and that's actually a pretty good analogy too. I think that is pretty good. But yeah, I've been once, never gone again. I might. Bridge status up, appreciate you. I might. I'm not going to talk about that. We're just going to say the answer is no and move on from that. But going back to Plant City, I might go around that area someday. Someday not being soon, but someday. Yeah, Godfather, I'm not going to talk about that. We're just going to say the answer is no and move on from that. But, yeah, I might go there one day. What I really want to catch is the Amtrak train backing in and pulling out of Tampa Union. But, what I really want to see there is the diamond from the Tampa streetcar where the Amtrak runs over the diamond over the Tampa. Oh, yeah, let's not talk about that yet. Where the Tampa streetcar runs over the Amtrak line through there. I don't know what that line's called. I think it's like some CSX branch line. Yeah, I like to try and have an open chat. Just don't be afraid to ask a question, please. Don't be afraid to ask a question. But just if I say something, but just know if I might not answer some like really personal questions, but don't be afraid to ask. But yeah, that's something I'd like to go to. Catch all the streetcar trains, then catch the Amtrak train pulling in and out. Do you have any plans to go to Rail Watch in April? This April in Folkestone? No, and I don't think I will. I gotta admit, I went to Rail Watch last year, and I gotta say I didn't have the best of times. There's a car stopped on the tracks, by the way. Behind me. Sorry, I gotta point that out every time I see it. But I went last year, and I don't think I'm gonna be coming back this year. I am gonna go back to Folkestone though very soon. I think in February, the weekend of the Daytona 500. Actually, I'll be heading up there to do some rail fanning up in Folkestone. Did you hear what happened to the cottages? Yes, I did. I'll talk about that. What? Get off the tracks? Yeah. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I have gone, and I don't want to go back. Folks, camera was moved. Yeah, I think it was moved to its actual original location. Like, original when the camera was put there. Because keep in mind, Folkestone, fun fact for anybody who doesn't know, Folkestone was the first ever virtual railfan cam. So I believe they said that location is the original location. So that's kind of cool. The view isn't great, I must admit. But the location, but I mean, that's kind of a little bit of cool history, you know? But yeah, apparently they're moving the Peaks cabin and chassis caboose to the other side of the tracks to a worse location. I don't understand it. In my opinion, it looks like a worse location. So I wonder one of two things happened. One, they're moving it because they got bought out on that property. Or two, they're moving that stuff so they can build up on that property and maybe add another railside lodging thing. Who knows? What happened when you went to Rail Watch? I don't want to hate too much. I'm not sure if I really want to say what exactly happened because I could be backed into a corner here, but let's say it got a little chaotic. Let's say that. But let's say it got chaotic. Hello, Night. Hello, Crash. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been okay. We have ourselves one catch, waiting on some more here. Where in Folkestone? It's going to be on the other side of the tracks. You can see it from where the old camera was. Where the old Folkestone camera used to be, you can actually see where the trains are going to be. When I went to New Jersey, the tracks were abandoned. Oh, that's unfortunate to see. Where in Folkestone, I mean. Yeah, it's going to be on the other side of Martin Street. Hello, Nicholas. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to go now. Bye. All right, take it easy, man. Thank you again for stopping by. Hello, Christian. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been all right. We have ourselves one catch, waiting on some more here. Looks like the road bridge is finally going down. But yeah, take it easy, Warren County. Thank you again for stopping by. Yeah, it's going to be on the other side of Martin Street, Migs. So yeah, we should have ourselves some FEC and some FEC action here very soon. Time late, just got out of school. This stream, hopefully I didn't miss much trains. You only missed one. We only had one bright line, 722N. And hopefully we should have the FEC 920 here soon. Gonna do some industry switching in the area. So yeah, now we wait. Gonna go ahead and look on the status of the next few bright lines we'll have here. I'm back. Welcome back, Tropical. I don't know when you left, but we only have one catch today. Waiting on some more here. It's all of a sudden so quiet here, but that's because traffic stopped on Dixie, so it's pretty funny actually. Still see the traffic moving on the Roosevelt Bridge though. From my vantage point, the bridge still looks like it's in the upright position, but it could be lowering, it could be red, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and check on the on an app here. Go ahead and check the status of the bridge here. You have dreams of travel around the world? Well, of course, who doesn't? But, I mean, who doesn't? But, there's, of course, a few spots I would like to hit around the world. Of course, Ireland. Well, according to the status, as of 4:55, the bridge is down. That or it's lowering. So that could be for FEC 912 there. Not 912, 920, sorry. But yeah, the bridge, according to this, the bridge status says bridge down, so maybe another bright line is my guess. Nope, the next bright line won't be here until probably around 6:30. So it's gonna be a while to the next bright line. We just overtook 105 at Rockledge. Appreciate the update. That's catch 912 here if you want, or 920 here if you want to stay, Hewley. Hewley, 105 is still short. It's still short with the 2 GEVOs, right? I'll fulfill my dream of becoming a hillbilly rail fan in West Virginia. Lovely. Well, 5 stopped at Rock Ledge, but now moving again. All right, good, good, good. I wonder why they would stop him for the bright line. And also, I don't know where Rock Ledge is. My dream of becoming a world famous music star. Well, I wish you luck there. Definitely a cutthroat industry for sure, but definitely wish you luck. Got people stopped on the train tracks. You love to see it. Because of a northbound, gotcha. Bunch of Camaros. Just went driving by. I'm back now. Welcome back, Eugene. I don't know when you left, unfortunately, but we're at 1 catch today. We have ourselves 1 train waiting on some more here. The bridge should be lowering here very soon. Dependent on YouTube. Nice. 105 might not pass here until around 6:20, 6:45. All right. Well, we should have ourselves some train action here to entertain us beforehand. Like I said, the bridge is lowering, so we should have ourselves FEC 920. And we're probably going to see him turn. We check the bridge tracker, see if it's still correct. But yeah, like I said, we should have ourselves some train action here very, very soon. Never mind, bridge is up. I guess the bridge was still raising. That's weird. That says bridge status up, so a little unfortunate there. I guess the bridge was still in the process of raising when I looked at the app about 3 minutes ago, so. This GEVO locomotives, yep, bridge is still green. I'm going off phone, but I'll still leave the stream on my TV. Nice. I appreciate that, man. Florida East Coast Railroad still the GEVO locomotives. Yes, we still have we still have GEVO locomotives. Yes, we should be catching them on. Wow. Okay, excuse me. We should be catching them on at least 1 train today. That's going to be FEC 105. Could also catch them on FEC 191, but we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. I see mostly GEVO locomotives on the CSX Railroad. Well, that's because most of their locomotives are GEVOs. Here on the FEC, we mainly have EMD power. But on the trains we see, it's usually some GEVO power, except on the locals. Same thing for CSX, really. Wonder if anybody has the status of 920. See if he is making his way down here. I sure hope so, man. That's why I came out so early, because I wanted to catch him. KHLL5 train horns on the CSX Railroad GEVO locomotives. Nice. Does FEC still run Big Boy 4014 on spine car intermodals? No. In fact, I don't think that's ever happened. Does the Florida East Coast Railroad still have the SD78 locomotives? They weren't. 4014 is UP, yeah. They weren't called SD78s, but they pretty much were. And no, they don't have those anymore. I think they all went to the Florida Gulf Coast Railroad. Or just were I know, I'm just joking. They went somewhere. I don't know where. I know a few of them went over to the Florida Gulf Coast Railroad, but that's about it. Did I miss anything? Nope, nothing yet. Well, no, Jacob, we have, I don't know when you left, but we have one catch waiting on some more here. Sadly, and I missed them, so did I. Weren't the M2s? Maybe. I'm not sure. And also, welcome to the stream, Landon. Thank you for stopping by here. They were SD70 M2s, yeah. Yeah, they weren't called Aces, but they were pretty much the same thing. So yeah, we should have ourselves, hopefully soon, some FEC action. Then after that, we should get some Brightline action here. Watching an FEC video, I saw both the SD70 M2s in service from 10 years ago. Nice. Did FEC only have two? I thought there were multiple. NS, Union Pacific, BNSF, Canadian Pacific, Canadian National, Kansas City Southern got SD70 Aces locomotives. CSX had some SD70 Ace locomotives. They did, but it was from 10 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, I thought they had more. I thought they had more than two, though, originally. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. They had 100 to 103 and 104 to 107. Why were they taken away? I'm not sure. Probably when Grupo Mexico bought into it, they replaced it with their Gevo power from Ferromex. Were those, I'm sorry, was it 100, 102, and 103, or just 100 and 103, or 104, 105, 106, and 107, or just 104 and 107 tropical? I wasn't Railfanning the FEC way back then. The only owners I've seen that the FEC have had is Grupo Mexico. So for me, the Florida East Coast has always been Grupo Mexico. Arkansas, Missouri, Providence, Worcester Railroad got SC-78 locomotives. Nice. I don't know who those are, but that's cool. Yeah, like I said, 920. Can't be too far out. And we should have the next Brightline train here coming in soon as well. So 724 should be making its way here. Then the number 100 to 103 and 104 to 107. So just from 103 to 107. Gotcha. CSX trades still run the SD70 SD70 Max, yeah. Yeah, SD70 Max still runs, so CSX does have some EMD power. Just dropped my phone. Looks all good though, no issues. Let's go. That's good. Oh, the SD40 locomotives, nice. Yeah, the SD40s, those are nice. Cool. Yeah, FEC has a few SD40s. I think. Either that or their GP40s, I'm not sure. Excuse me. CSX, nice. SD40-2s are awesome 7. Yeah, I think the FEC has a few of those in the Stolen Champion scheme, so. Yeah. Up near me in Baltimore, we have one of the last YN2 SD40s. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. That's nice, man. I've only seen those units once. I've only seen a YN2 SD40 once, and it was sitting in a yard in Virginia. So that's the only time I've ever seen one of those. Railroads had SD45 locomotives. I don't even know what those are. That's I know the 7's supposed to be and symbol. Gotcha. I figured that was a typo. Good evening. Hello, Orlando Railfan Productions. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been okay. We have ourselves one catch, waiting on some more here. Should be getting FEC 920 here soon. How soon is soon? I'm not sure, but we should have them soon. CSX and NS still run their SD40 locomotives. Yep. So does FEC. FEC has some, I think. I believe it's the 700 series locomotives. Correct, yep. Yeah, so if we're lucky, we might see one of those today on, let's say, FEC 191. It won't be on not 950. It definitely won't be on FEC 105 today. Like I talked about earlier, it's just a couple GVOs without a fuel tender, so that'll make for an interesting catch here today. So yeah, hopefully we should get ourselves some FEC action before the next Bright Line train, but not sure. It's questionable. Yeah, I saw CSX SD70, SD40 at CSX Yard on Sunday. Nice. That's actually a really neat lash up. Checking the status of the bridge right now. Seaport Coastline Family Lines. SD45 locomotives. Nice. I didn't know that, Eugene. Other railroads had them too. Nice. The conductors in them, a biodiesel leads. Ah, alright. So it was just one of those Jivas leading. Gotcha, gotcha. Hopefully doing great so far. Well, action-wise, not too much, but I am trackside, so I can't complain here. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the bridge, see if the light is green or whatever. CSX biodiesels are CM44s, not Givos. Ah. Still General Electric though, ain't it? Wob Tech, but yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Pulling a SpongeBob cab, the nickname type, I think it was an SD40-2 or SD70-3. It would be SD70-3, SD70 Mac. SD45s and SD40 locomotives built 1960 for General Motors. Nice. So GE. SD70-3 isn't a thing. Yeah, I figured. Jiva locomotives are GE made locomotives. Yeah, I know. I can't see the bridge light. It might be red, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I figured the SD70-3 were not a thing. They're SD40-3s, but there's no such thing as an SD70-3. Yeah. What's your favorite fallen flag? It's just a system. Don't have to think hard about that one. Jesse System or Conrail. New York Central's pretty good too. The SD70 rebuilds are called SD70 Max, yeah. U-boat 23-7 locomotives made by General Electric. Nice, yeah, I knew that. Could probably rest rail 3 years to rebuild them, yeah. So yeah, the bridge light might be red. It could be green. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure it's green, but it could be red. I don't know. Boston, Maryland, Chessie, B&O, Pensy, or Conrail for me, yeah. I like SP, SSW, CR, NW, SOU, and more. Yeah, for me, it's going to be Chessie. That beautiful yellow and orange. Conrail's pretty good. New York Central's great. I saw an SD70 Mac at the SD40-2 in biodiesel. Nice. New York Central is my favorite by a mile. Yeah, I figured. Rodney Kosorski kind of convinced me to put New York Central on that list, but yes. At the yard, nice. Just got passed by a sheriff, let's go. Before I went to Plant City, nice. Was the SD40-2 8116? I guess you're not asking me. Have you all heard Amtrak denied the branding for RSU? Interesting. See Amtrak 41 coming, nice. Oh, the Erie Lackawanna, yeah, that's a good one. That used to own the Norfolk Southern line I see up in New York. That's unfortunate to hear. I don't know why. Yep, it's called US Link now. They should rename it to AmLane. ARS did not, LOL. Yeah. They should rename it to AmLate now because of that actually. Yeah, I just don't understand it, man. To me, that's just really dumb. I don't know why, yeah. I've never seen an Amtrak train before. I've only seen Tri-Rail on the main line in West Palm Beach. Ah, rough. Yeah, get out, man. Get out to the Tri-Rail line, dude. Get yourself some Amtrak action out there. AmLate is actually used by Southline District. Oh, really? Well, they should use it too. All right, Amtrak, if you want to be a pain, we'll slide in a little insult here. Why not, you know? I'm lucky because 41 was very slow in the CSX yard work. Nice. That's the CSX Railroad, got the New York Central locomotives. Yep. Hoping to get an open mic night. Nice. You know, of any places, not at all. I am the wrong guy to ask that. Have you been in an airplane before? Have you ever flown out of PBI? Yes, and a lot of times. Yeah, PBI is like the closest airport I fly out of. So 41 coming back. Nice. Yeah, PBI is the closest airport I fly out of. Recently, I just had a flight from Washington, D.C. I took down there. It was from Rochester to Washington, and then from Washington down to PBI. Oh, it's Railvids. Welcome to the stream. Hi, RSU Game Tester here. Amtrak did not deny the branding license. We denied Amtrak's offer in order for to put Amtrak in the game. We had to move weathering, ragdolls, and pay a 20% royalty. Wow. All right, that's good to know. Thank you for the information. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. That's interesting. That's kind of scummy, honestly, but I understand. But wow. Remove ragdolls and weathering. Why? That is just dumb. I can understand why you would deny it. That's ridiculous. I've heard of the Central Georgia Railroad. Yes, or Central Georgia Railroad. Yes, I have. But going back, but yeah, that's really interesting. That's pretty ridiculous. Mine starts. Are you gonna start railfanning first? Probably just around the area. And welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. ZOG, yeah. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been all right. We have ourselves one catch, waiting on some more here. 20% is insane. Yeah, that is ridiculous. The weathering's being redone. Yeah, I always thought it was kind of weird that the more weathering you have, the more money you made. I always thought that was a little bit weird, but I don't know. I still find the game a lot of... when I used to play, I found the game a lot of fun. I don't really play that much anymore. But it was a fun game. I'm pretty sure it still is. Have you ever saw the railroad tracks off I-95 in Cleveland, Georgia? What railroad... What runs on that railroad? I'll have to check it out. No, I have not.
Are you waiting for trains?
Yes, I am.
Do you have a schedule?
Not really, no. I just kind of wait and see what comes. I kind of guess. It's a little bit estimated guesses, educated guesses, excuse me. As I know about when trains run, but I don't have a schedule, and I'm just out here to see what I can get.
Interesting though, the heavy freight trains.
Yeah, we should get some here very soon, actually. Yeah. Should have at least 3, if not more. So yeah, we should have ourselves some nice action here very soon.
Let's go run. This is interesting to see.
Yes, sir. All right, chat, I missed a little bit of chat here. Let me try and go back. But yeah, I'll look into that, Zachary. That's Christmas, New Year's. Pretty good, man. And very much enjoyed it. Amtrak did not take down RSS after Amtrak did a copyright strike on Amtrain being too similar. That's ridiculous. I think NS might be. Florida and Georgia Railroad. Ah, there we go. There you go. There's our answer. Kingsland, Georgia used to be the old Seaboard Airline. Nice. Alrighty, Christian. Yeah. Let's try to avoid that topic, please. What'd you get for Christmas? Just a lot of stuff for work. A lot of, attire for work, pretty much. C6 trains run on the old Atlantic coastline, the old airport, Seaboard Airline. Yep. This is why Amtrak logos were removed from Southline trash game, by the way. Okay. Just because they're your rivals doesn't mean it's a trash game. I enjoy it, but... Someone mentioned Seaboard, yeah. I got a CSX C40-8. Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, I enjoy the game. I'm a part of an operations server, so I do Southline Ops. Actually, a few people in the chat are also a part of that thing too. First Coast Railroad used the old Seaboard Airline Railroad main line at Kingsland, Georgia. Nice. Okay, so like the Dash 8 model existed for 2 years, right? And they took it over a year to release it. Same for the C30s, B32 remodeled Jeeps, etc. SDOS reference, yes. Southland 2 will be better, yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. That might be a fun game. Also, by the way, for someone who works for RSU, trying to say that they're slow, trying to say that Southland is slow is like the pot calling the kettle black. So that's, I'm gonna scratch that, the tracks. And so now the first course railroad, nice. I'm gonna look it up, see what we got there. Okay, you have a point. I'm gonna look up Kingsland, Georgia. Do Railfan NS? I do from time to time. Where the freight trains, bro? They're coming. I'm new. Nice. Do Railfan NS? Around here, no, there's no NS. It's the closest NS line is like 4 or 5 hours north. So around here, no. But when I'm up in New York, there is an NS line that I do Railfan, the Norfolk Southern tier line. And sometimes I'll visit the Norfolk Southern Pittsburgh line. Any trains while I've been gone? Well, we only have one bright line so far. Waiting on some more here, so I don't know what you missed. The freight trains are dancing at, oh, man. Yeah, Okeechobee expansion and RSU. And we're close to being added. Jacksonville is the closest NS line to him, pretty sure. Yes, you are correct. Looking on I-95 right now, and I'm not seeing any train tracks that are near Kingsland. So I'll have to do some more research when I get home. Keep in mind, I was just looking at it really quickly as I'm trying to interact with you guys, so. On I-95. So in Florence, South Carolina off the exit. Whoa, that's funny. I've been to Florence, actually. I've been to Florence, South Carolina. I do not advise it. I went at one of the hotels. It was not nice. It is actually a sneak peek that hasn't been given. New route is on the works, but nearly 30% done. And in the works for about a month. Not US 52. Gotcha. I'm only on this live because the Plant City rail cam is down. Rough. What types of foreign power do you get down in Florida? On the FEC, none. We don't get. I gotta go to Folkestone, Georgia. Wait, Florence. Yeah, we're talking about Florence, South Carolina. We don't get foreign power on the FEC. We used to get some NS power when the brick would run through here, but we don't get that anymore. Now FEC has their own track inspection vehicle. Have you ever been to Auburndale? No, I don't think I have. Is it the hood? Landon, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking the hood was. Could you ask me what do you mean the hood? At the city in Italy, right? Nope, Florence, South Carolina. Didn't a BNSF Ace pass on the FEC last year? No. Maybe like in Jacksonville. Maybe that was on a transfer train. TSX ones had BNSF power, yeah. They have a lot of BNSF run through power. How about Waycross, Georgia? Haven't been up there, but I definitely want to. I do a lot of rail fanning around the Folkestone area, so I see a lot of southbound traffic out of Waycross. See if Florence, South Carolina was bad. The city isn't bad. I was at a hotel there, and the hotel was one of the worst I think I've ever stayed in. So that's probably why. That's pretty funny, though. My buddy Isaiah caught a BNSF Ace on the FEC at some point. Yeah, it was probably just run through power up in Jacksonville. It was probably part of the NS interchange train, as NS always has BNSF power. But it was probably just up in the Jacksonville area. I guess you could technically call that foreign power, although it's more or less just run through power for transfer trains. Alcos. We got Alcos up here. Yeah, I was looking at I can see your PFP. What railroad is that? I think I know what it is, but what railroad is that in your PFP? Let's see if I'm right here. I have an idea in my head. What railroad is that? I saw some of those Alcos last week. Yeah, I saw that. In Plant City, I did catch a CSX phosphate train and BNSF power a month ago. Nice. Yeah, Orlando Railfan Productions. That's the railroad that its home yard, it's like headquarters, is in the same town I live in when I'm up there in New York. But yeah, oh cool, yeah. Well, yeah, Orbit's Railfan. Is that a railroad in your PFP? Is that the Livonia, Avon, and Lakeville Railroad? I'm pretty sure that is. I'm pretty sure that's the LA&L. I've railfanned that line many times. Livonia, Avon, and Lakeville, let's go. They own the WNYP and the BNH. The unit in my PFP is the New Haven C425 in existence. Yeah, I've seen him. Catch him every week. Nice. Yeah, I've seen him. I knew it. I knew that was the Livonia, Avon, and Lakeville. Their headquarters, I actually got to tour their headquarters. I got to tour their main yard, their locomotive shops. That was really cool. They're trying to get rid of all their Alco locomotives and replace them with GP38s, I think. EMD power, at least. But nice, yeah, I have my fair share of shots of the LA&L. Around here, NS, about any foreign power imaginable. BNSF, UPCN, last couple of weeks, there large increase in KCS and CP, nice. I was just still railfanning in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, yeah. The XBRC C424 is from the Western New York, WNYP is now in the LA&L, nice. Have you ever seen a CN train before? Yes, I have. I have a few shots of CN. I have one, I've only seen it once, but I did catch an ex-British Columbia rail unit. I've only seen one once, though. GP15s, I'm pretty sure, maybe. I caught it leading a few times. It's got a nice new cast 3P, nice. Still wears the BRC paint. Yeah, I saw that. But I have seen 425. I think I saw him leading last time I caught an LA&L train. I caught it up in, last LA&L train I caught was up in Henrietta, New York. I caught it actually racing a CSX train. I think it was an I train, but I'm not sure. It might have been I-160 something. I'm not sure, though. Was the leader I had? Yeah, I saw that. GP15s were for the WNYP. Replaced the AC60 CHs. Nice. Why is somebody talking about the UPNNS merging? Because if it does happen, nothing will happen. Nothing will be affected. I-162, gotcha. I know exactly what you mean, yeah. I caught him up in Henrietta. Also, by the way, chat, we're over an hour into the stream, so do with that what you will. I'm back. Sorry, Mike. Welcome back to the stream, man. I don't know if you missed anything. We only have one catch today, waiting on some more here. Those AC6000s are sick, yeah. Highly doubt it's gonna happen. Yeah, and if it does, nothing will change. My bridge in Henrietta is my go-to spot when I'm not chasing them. Nice. I love that bridge, yeah. That is a nice bridge. I didn't catch him there. I caught him at behind the pub. Behind some pub. It's some like Irish pub. And the parking lot, it was just completely open, completely free. I just decided to do a little bit of rail fanning there. Because my family was just going around the area running errands, so I thought I'd just tag along, jump out there and see if I could catch some trains. I caught a CSX auto rack, I think M202 before that, and then I caught him. Jefferson Road on the S-curve? Yes, sir. It is happening in 27, if not, we're good. I'm hoping the UPNS merger happens. I'll send the big boy east occasionally. Yeah, that'd be true. Those AC6000 CWs are way too strong. Yeah, but they look awesome, yeah. They're going to send the big boy east this year for America's 250th, yeah. M202 hasn't existed for years. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Some auto rack symbol. I don't know. I don't memorize CSX symbols. Maybe M216 or M264. That could be it. But yeah, I caught 3 trains that day. It was a pretty nice outing. Didn't the AC 6000 CWs rip couplers? They could have. They could have very much. I'm not sure. How's the big boy going to head east? Might be going for the big horseshoe curve. It is. It is. Some people that work for the Union Pacific big boy, they were actually testing the horseshoe curve, making sure that it could actually go around the curve. And it could, so they will send it through horseshoe curve. I think it should fit. Well, they will. They confirmed it. Landon. They have confirmed that it will head that way. It's funny because M216 takes the Chicago line and M217 takes the sand patch. That's weird. Are they yard switching? I don't know. Probably. They probably won't yard switch that thing. That thing's probably just going to be a straight shot. I doubt it'll lead any freight. Let's stop for Brightline. Oh, you're talking about 920. I guess just 920 is just not running today. We're running this far south anyway. Hoping to run towards Chattanooga. Nice. Yeah, 912 should have been through by now. The next Brightline. Should get a Brightline here within the next 10-15 minutes. Maybe sooner. Or later, actually. Sorry. Probably more like 20 minutes for a Brightline. No, the bridge is down. No, the bridge is up. What if it came to the RTA double heading with 765? Not exactly sure what you mean. Waiting for those autos to turn on. Yeah, they'll turn on for when we got a northbound. But, yeah, I don't think we'll have a northbound for a while. Usually it's a couple of southbounds, then some northbound action will come here. Bought a Kodak. Alright, guys, I gotta go. Take it easy, Jacob. Thank you again for stopping by. I bought a Kodak camera AZ255. I'll reach 1,000 subscribers. I've been starting live. I might start live streaming soon. Now I have 2 cameras, including one on my phone. Nice. See you next stream. All right, take it easy, Jacob. Thank you again for stopping by. And the big boy, I'm down to SFL with nickel plate. Oh, that would be pretty cool. How many trains pass per day through here? Hello, Super. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been a little slow today. We only have ourselves one catching on some more here. It changes with the FEC. On weekdays, on Monday, you'll have, let's see, you'll get, turn trip. You'll get maybe about 7 to 10 Florida East Coast trains a day. Actually more like 6 to 8 Florida East Coast trains a day through here, along with Brightline running every other hour. So it just depends. I would say about 30. That's a busier class too than I thought. Yeah, about 30 trains a day on a Monday. Tuesdays through Fridays, it's a little bit busier. I would say about 32 to 35 trains a day. Then on weekends, I'd say it's more about 20 trains a day. On Saturday and Sunday, it's about 15 to 20 trains a day. Coming into Fort Pierce now. Alrighty. Busier class too, yeah. Yeah, FEC rarely runs on Sundays, so it's probably more like 15 trains a day on a Sunday. Saturday, it's about 20 trains a day. And regular weekdays, just regular service, is about 32 trains. Days are getting longer. Sunset is at 5:53 today. Can't wait for daylight savings to begin. Yes, sir. Hear that Amtrak ALC 42 mix? What in 2026? That is definitely not exist. ALC 42s will not be leading Brightline. They will stay with their SCB 40s. I saw a vid of it. Well, that vid was probably a joke. I tell you what is getting ALC 42s, Tri-Rail. I think they're ALC 42s, I'm not sure. Oh, someone's getting pulled over up there. I don't know if anybody sees that. Rough. Up here in NY, it's pitch black, rough. Being close to the equator has its benefits sometimes. It has its benefits most of the time, I must admit. Are you talking about the Aero Series sets? Oh, maybe. That could be what he's talking about. I don't think Brightline's going to get any of this, though. They could. In fact, I would think it would be a better idea for them, too. Instead of doing push-pull. I'd like to see some cab cars on Brightline. They aren't? Yeah, I figured not, but I would like them to. Make better sense than the push-pulls. Cab cars won't be happening due to operating speeds, I bet. Yeah, that's probably it. That second locomotive probably helps Brightline get up to, what, 125 they go sometimes? Like Amtrak ALC 42s and lead with Phase 7 cars on a dummy unit at the end. Oh, you know what? Maybe he's trying to say that Amtrak's going to do some test trains on this line. That'd be pretty nice to get an Amtrak train on this line. Might not be real. It definitely is not, but... What kind of music? Okay. It's called the Aero sets. They're real, but they're not coming down here to South Florida. Where's the Cascade scheme? Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be for the Amtrak Cascades trains, obviously. But I think Amtrak kind of wants to put them for a lot of their other services. Like the Midwest. They also went on the Horseshoe Curve. Yeah, I saw that. Unfortunately, I wasn't anywhere near the area to catch it. I've railfan Horseshoe Curve. I railfan about every year. At least once or twice every year. All regional trains will get them, I figured. I know once the original Arrows, not the Cascades ones, but when the normal Amtrak Arrows, once they get situated, they're going to test them on the Pittsburgh line. I know that's what they want to do. And also, the Amtrak wants to double the Pennsylvania service. When is that ever going to happen? So we ballin'. Yeah. So scheduled to get the Arrows last by like 2029. Yeah. We're not going to be getting the Arrows down here. Just got passed by a cop. Let's go. He didn't stop. So far, we're on our 5th stream right now without being stopped by the police. Keeping that streak alive. Spoiler alert, 191 has 429, 703. Just past them, prepping to depart Fort Pierce. All right. Yeah, you got all the long distance Amtraks, yeah. 420, unfortunate. I was hoping 191 would have 436 on them. Or one of the special units. But appreciate the heads up. So we will get an SD40 then. We will get one of the FEC SD40s. What trains are coming now? I forgot. We should get ourselves some Brightline action here soon. Probably, I'd say, within the next 10-15 minutes. Should get a Brightline train. .429 has a K3 LAs. Nice. I think 429, I think he means 429's leading, which is a little weird. Usually it's the SD40 that leads. Yeah, like I said, we should get ourselves some Brightline action here soon. Mixed in with some FEC action here hopefully soon as well. Yeah, it was a little unfortunate. I guess I was given either misinformation or bad information. Oh, I just misunderstood the information. I thought 912 would be running today, so I thought we would get some FEC action here. I guess I was just mistaken. Bright. Bridge light is red. BLF 724 southbound will be next. Nice. Perfect. Maybe it will be, and they're just shuffling. Yeah. Train lights. Yeah, there we go. So if the bridge light is red, it should be lowering here soon, so we should get ourselves some action here very soon. BLF 705, northbound cleared Boca Raton. All right. We're probably not going to see 705. We'll see 704, though. That's what I missed. Nothing yet. It's been a little bit of a slow day. Gonna swap tabs for now, leaving the stream open. Thank you. Perfect, I need the watch hours. But thank you, I appreciate that. I bet you my watch hours are very low, but I should check. See how much watch hours I do have as of recently. I want to get the 3,000, man. I'm trying so hard. That's the train scheduled to leave West Palm Beach 6:03. I'm pretty sure it's 7:04 end, but I'll check the schedule. Cartoon laugh. We're already 8 days into the new year. Yeah, if you can believe it. It goes fast, it sure does. I think I see the bridge lowering, so that's a really good sign. So that'll be for the southbound Bright Line. We're already in Rio, but the bridge isn't down yet. Yeah. Oh, are you guys holding? Are y'all holding at Rio, or? Be sure to get on this side of the track, man. I want to see you wave. Better wave to the camera. I'm gonna look where Rio is. I think I know. Oh yeah, you're right there. Cause in Rio, I realize. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that reference is. If there's enough light to see him, there's definitely enough light. For reference, Coach 4 on your side, perfect. For reference, that's Rio right there. We're the blue dot. That's how close that is. For reference. The movie Rio. I want to party. That's how close that is. So this bridge went down way too late for that train. It's pronounced Rio? Rio, I think. Am I pronouncing it right that time? Yeah, I hear him. Anyway, see you soon. Yeah, I hear you, actually. Alrighty, chat. It's going to be train time here very soon. We have ourselves Brightline BLF 724S with a little special guest inside. You're driving a Chevy Malibu. Okay. Okay, chat. Anyway, yeah, we should have him here. Haven't hit the bridge just yet. Yes, not yet, but I definitely heard your train. I think you're blowing for the crossing on Alice Street. You got Alice, either, no. You have Alice, then Fern, and then you're here. This is Fort Lauderdale, I think. The crossing behind us is the Fort Lauderdale crossing. Before anybody asks, yes, there is a mechanical bell. You'll probably be able to hear when this train comes. All right, making the bend now. Are you born? Not answering that. Should be just around the corner here, chat. It'll be train number 2 of today's stream. Not bad at all. Some more bright line action, it appears. Oh, sorry. Yeah, all good. Clear signal, Stuart. Alrighty. Not a time lapse. I'm recording live, actually.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I said I passed by a couple of days and I seen you out here.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm out here almost all the time, yeah.
Oh, yeah? I do social media and videos and stuff too.
Ah, nice.
What are you live on?
YouTube right now.
I'll check it out. What is it?
Just a random rail fan on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, chat, here we go, train time. There we go. Be sure to wave, chat. Be sure to wave.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm gonna follow you, brother.
And there we go. The red mixed with the pink, it looks like. Yes, sir. There we go. Second catch of today's stream. That was great. I love that guy just pulled up, asked questions. I got fans. Yes, sir. I wish I could have talked to him a little bit more. He was off, but appreciate him if he ever hops on. I never got a photo of that. Then some guy came driving by. I don't know if anybody heard that. He just screamed at the top of his lungs driving by. Got stream sniped there, you could say. Sorry, Hewley, I missed you, man. I looked in car. I saw you for about a half a second. I couldn't even see him. The windows were so tinted. I didn't see him. I looked in the car. I looked in the car. I couldn't see you. Why was he screaming? I don't know. He was just trying to get on stream, I guess. He wanted to highlight. There we go, chat. Second catch in today's stream. Let's go. What a sequence of events. Guy pulls up, asks me for the YouTube channel. I love. I love getting fans that way. And then some guy just comes driving by, just screams, "Here comes the train." Oh, some guy on a bike, by the way. He goes, "Here you go." I'm like, "Yes, sir." Then the truck drives by screaming. The guy screaming out the window. Then here came the train with somebody on it, and I try to wave. I can't even find him. I look like an idiot pointing into the car as it's driving by. You're right about the windows being dark, yeah. I look like an idiot pointing to the car driving by, trying to see if I could just figure you out, figure where you're at. Was I right on the money, Healy? Was I right? Or was I off? I was probably off. All of that got on video, by the way. All these clips probably won't be uploaded till will definitely not be uploaded till the end of the month.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're all good, man. Wow. Why is that? Just the month recap. I got a video coming out this Saturday. It's going to be half of the month's recap. Because the video's too long. It's quite dark to even see anything outside. Rough. Well, hey, you saw me, so. Signals have gone dark. I think the bridge is going to stay down, though, for FEC 105. He should be close. Also, somebody new came in with an Alabama profile. That was pretty cool. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Hello, Bama 8. Wow. Bama 817, welcome to the streets. Thank you for stopping by. When anyone has EMDs, that means 204 tomorrow will be junk. Hope not, man. But welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. That's only the second catch of today's stream. We're waiting on some more here. And, yeah, unfortunately there. If I see any northbounds, I'll shout it out. Perfect. Well, hopefully you'll be passing 105, or 105, 950. Not literally, because everyone on the train would give me weird looks. Yes. Nice sunset. Bridge is raising. All right, so 105 is a little bit of a ways away. Sunset's beautiful. Yeah, it really is. Beautiful night here in Stuart. Yeah, people drive, when I'm streaming here, man, people drive by. Like, it happens like once every other stream, you know? That's kind of why I like streaming here. People like drive by. Some people will like ask me, you know, what I'm doing, and follow me from there, you know, I love that. And, but some people will drive by and just try to stream snipe me. And just try to get on stream just by screaming as loud as they can, see if they pop up on the stream. I love that. I find that funny. I find that hilarious. I have a rail fan on the western side of the U.S. If I ever get a chance, man, I would love to. No idea if you'll see 109, 191 or 105 first. Probably 105. That thing's short and sweet, and I really hope I do see him. But yeah, I love all the interaction I can get. You know, I love that. That's how the channel grows. You know, you get word of mouth. Streams like this, advertising a little bit. I do a little bit of advertising. Speaking of advertising, I do. Does your neighborhood have train tracks? No. No, this is the closest train tracks near me. Oh, no, that's not true. It's about equal distance between here and the Okeechobee subdivision and the U.S. Sugar branch line. I just realized I live really close to a diamond where the CSX Okeechobee subdivision diamonds over the U.S. Sugar over a U.S. Sugar line. Shameless plug, yes sir. Shameless plug will come in a second after I finish this. But yeah, I realized I actually live really close to a U.S. Sugar CSX diamond. So you can expect a stream of that soon. All right, now to the shameless plug. Sugar. Yeah, I would have to time it when the local comes through. When the U.S. Sugar local comes through, so I could catch it there. But yeah, I think I might do some rail fanning at the diamond there to catch the Amtraks. Okay, now actual shameless plug time. I have a Discord server, and it is a fun server, if I do say so myself. I highly advise you join it. The link will be in the pinned comment. I no longer do YouTube because of the AI stuff. Yeah, I feel you. Be sure to join the Discord if you have not already. The link will be in the pinned comment right about now. I'm a big fan of CSX that I have 4 model trains. Nice. I have 2 HO model locomotives. I have a Conrail GP40 and Amtrak number 46 / train. Okay. I see it. Yep. Be sure to join the server if you have not already. It's a fun, nice railfan hangout experience that I highly advise you join. You can get information, you can get updates, and you can get a bunch of other stuff. BLF 705 northbound approaching West Palm Beach Station. Nice. Signal should turn on soon. All right. So yeah, chat, we should get ourselves some CSX. We should get ourselves some Brightline or FEC action here soon. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Okeechobee sub now. But yeah, I have to figure out when the U.S. Sugar runs on that line. I might have to catch it there. I only have a couple pictures of U.S. Sugar. I don't have any videos of it. I'll have to figure out when they're running the steam excursions, and I also have to figure out to do some rail fanning around that area too. I'll just have to do a little bit of research because that's definitely something I want to do some. I want to do some rail fanning up at U.S. Sugar area. See if I can catch a few U.S. Sugar trains. I don't think I'd stream that. The line's not popular enough for me to just do some standalone Railfanning and stream it. But I will be streaming that diamond, though. I will do some streaming there. Just because it's only just a couple of AM tracks. It won't be a long stream. It would just be a short stream. It would be on, like, Sunday. I might do a stream in Deerfield. I might do that. I'm either going to stream in either Deerfield or West Palm Beach Saturday. I'm not sure. Most likely Deerfield. Yeah, I would go up on like Saturday morning, come back Saturday evening. So yeah, so you can expect this stream Saturday. You can hopefully get a stream Saturday. Hopefully we'll get a stream Sunday. I'm not past any northbound trains yet. Alrighty. Yeah, I doubt y'all will pass 950 if I'm being honest. You should start an Instagram if you want. Nah, I don't. I would rather... This is a really bad... If you guys actually want to grow in popularity, don't do this. But I don't have an interest in, like, branching out to other platforms. I kind of just want to stick with YouTube. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I really don't have an interest in branching out. Because I won't get views, you know? I don't want to do all the stuff, you know, follow me over, and get like 100 followers on Instagram compared to 2,000 here, you know? 950 is probably still at the port of Palm Beach, getting ready to depart. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, tomorrow streaming, it'll just depend how I feel on streaming that day. If I do, it'll be down at the bridge tomorrow. But yeah, at noon, nice. So, no, it'll probably be at same time tomorrow. Actually, the start of the stream will be a little bit later because I don't want to... The reason why I started so early today is so I could get FEC 920, but 920 didn't run today, so... I have over 2,000 followers on Instagram. I have over 1,000 followers on TikTok. Nice. I wonder if it is easy. Well, I think it's easier to get followers than it is to get subscribers on those apps than to get subscribers on YouTube. I'm pretty sure. 950 sometimes runs earlier on Fridays. All right. Well, just keep me updated, man. Let me know if it's game plan. I have 0 diamonds in 100 miles radius of me. Rough. Yeah, I've done a lot of rail fanning at diamonds. I've rail fanned in Plant City. I've rail fanned in Pembroke, North Carolina. That was my most recent diamond. And then I'm gonna hopefully rail fan in I forget the name of the town. I think it's like Zav or something like that. Zav, Florida, soon. Or at least it's 5:30. Yep, just keep me updated. What year did you start making your first video? 2020, September 19th, 2020 was the first day I uploaded. All right, we're passing 950. I didn't catch the mile post, but north of Jupiter. Oh, okay. So he'll be before. He allegedly will be before that bright line then. That other bright line. Be before 704N. Or 705N, excuse me. Camp Murphy was it. Hello, Random. Hello, Holiday. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been a little slow today. We have ourselves only 2 trains, waiting on some more here. Just got a couple of bright lines so far, but we should have some FEC action here very soon. So yeah, 950 is probably going to be before the bright line, which is pretty weird. Why the signal light's off? They just don't need to be on yet. Yeah, on this, yeah, they really go dark. For the bridge, they really go dark until they really need to be activated. Yeah, FEC is almost all approach lit. I think all of it is actually approach lit. So, there used to actually be some non-approach lit signals. They just wouldn't show indication until last possible second, which is just regular signals actually. But there used to be some old FEC signals before the Brightline expansion that weren't approach lit. They all are now, though. I'm pretty sure. There used to be up in Port Salerno, actually. I think I have video evidence of that. I'll have to look into my archives. See if I got any clips of that signal. Thanks. 705N has departed West Palm Beach already. So yeah, we should be getting ourselves a bright line here soon. 705N. It's either 704 or 705N. I'll have to look it up, make sure. But before that, we should get 105. Dispatcher just confirmed 191 is ahead of 105. Interesting. 950 is probably gonna take the drawbridge first. Interesting. Usually 105 is first of the 3. It looks like it's gonna be last. Would you ever railfan in the Western United States? I would love to, man, but right now it's not on my deck of cards. But so far, 2, FEC 0, yes sir. I would love to railfan out west, but it's not on my deck of cards as of this moment, but you never know. It's just, dude, it's expensive and I have no time to do it. Do they get BNSF trains here in Florida? Foreign power. We do get it from time to time. We'll get some BNSF foreign power. Usually always goes down now to Tampa on the phosphate grains or other sets of trains. The lights just turned on, actually, so yeah, the approach signals are on. We are too broke. Okay. See, with the inflection of we, you're making it seem like I'm broke. I'm not broke, I just don't want to. It's just I don't have time. Train coming? Yeah. Excuse me. We should have ourselves a northbound here soon. Now that those signals have turned on. That implies that a northbound is in the block. Or not the block, but is close to the bridge. So we should have ourselves a northbound train here sometime soon. For reference, trains coming towards the camera are southbounds, trains coming away from the camera are northbounds. This far track is the east main, this close track is the west. Bridge light is red, going down for 950. Yes, sir. What direction is the camera facing? Hello? Oof, I'm gonna butcher this. Keveda URL? I'll just call you URL, sorry. I butchered that awful, I apologize. Welcome to the stream, thank you for stopping by. Action's been a little slow today. We only have ourselves 2 trains, went on some more here. Get the camera north, I would love, well, we are north actually. For the northbound, I think we'll just keep it like this. The movement on this camera, the movement on this tripod is very bad. So we'll just keep it like this, unfortunately. So, but you will have trains coming towards the camera. You should have at least 2 trains, if not maybe more. Have you watched the video of train going through Plant City, Florida, virtual rail fan? Yeah, I have seen virtual rail fans streams up in Plant City. Do you work part-time or full-time? Do you plan on working full-time? Well, my job really isn't full-time. I talk about this a lot on stream. I'm a baseball umpire, and it's really just only part-time. Although that is a job or a career that I look to getting into, maybe furthering myself, but I'm not sure. Just have to wait and see what life hands me, but the season hasn't started yet, so right now I am waiting, but very soon the season will kickstart. And you'll notice when my streams kind of start going a little bit few and far between, it's because I'm working a lot. The spring season is always busier than the fall season. So during the fall, I had a couple of days where I wasn't getting games. During the spring, I'm probably going to be jammed-packed with the game after game after game after game after game, which is what I like. I like working a lot, but don't expect a lot of streams, but I will try as much as I can. Sunday, I really never... It's up to you, you're flirting with time, yeah. Sundays, I rarely ever get games, so you might expect a Sunday stream. It's a Tom Petty reference, nice. But yeah, I am a baseball umpire. I am the most hated person on earth. Well, the train goes timber. Florida is like getting so much amateur. I'm still here. Not exactly sure what you mean by that, Godfather. And I'm glad you're still here, Eugene. Wait, why? You ever get dads yelling at you when working? Oh, buddy. I've only had one ejection. URL, I've only had one ejection. But I had to eject a mother once. That was the only time. At least you're making money, yeah. I've only had one ejection. I had to eject a mother. From a coach pitch game, if you could believe it. But I have gotten really close. When I was out in Palm City, which is the town right next to Stuart here, there's a baseball field where it's called Citrus Fields. So I was at Citrus. I was doing a game. I think it was an 11U. I think it was an 11U tournament. I was doing a game out there. This team, they were leading 8-4 going into the final inning. They blow it. They give up 5 runs. They lose the game on a walk-off. Another hot rail trying to pass 705. All right. Perfect. So they give up 5 runs, walk-off, whatever. The parents were yelling at my counterpart umpire, the home plate umpire. Keep in mind, this is all from one side. The other side never had an issue because there was none, but whatever. They were yelling at the home plate umpire all night. I was on bases. There was a home plate umpire. So when we get out, we're walking home. We're trying to walk out to our cars. And oh my goodness, the moms, the dads, they were just cursing us out. Oh, we got a diverting clear for a northbound, just north of Palm Beach Gardens. Perfect. Alrighty, there we go. We got northbound here for most likely FEC 950. So we should be getting him here very soon. What's I gonna say? Yes. So they were cursing us out as we were walking away. Multiple of the fathers get in the other kid's face. I had to get in between them, and one of the guys, I had to I had to actually like forcibly get in between the two. It was insane. And keep in mind, this is only from one side, the side that lost, go figure. But this was only from one side. The other side was like, hey, great game, Blue. Hey, great game, Blue. Sorry, I have to deal with that. Good game, you know, whatever. Green signal, yes, sir. Yeah, that's a diverging clear. But yeah, I just find that funny. It's a weird hit by your train. The Facebook, I was so confused, yeah. What train is it? Bet what train is it? It should be FEC 950, so we got some FEC action. The first FEC catch for today. Proud parents can be too proud sometimes. Glad everyone was safe. Yeah. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I've had coaches get in my face and just, you know, curse me out. It was, of course, at the end of the game, so, you know, you can't eject them. I had to yell at a coach to stop acting like a toddler in an 8U coach pitch tournament. That was funny. Gave you a thumbs up tonight. I appreciate that, man. He was jumping up and down, flinging his hands about a call. To his credit, I was wrong. I didn't see he dropped the ball. I called him out. Then he started going up and down. Then I saw the ball on the ground. Then I immediately corrected it, which is what you're supposed to do, you know. Hi guys, hello Spooner Central, welcome to the stream, thank you for stopping by. Action's been a little slow, we have ourselves 2 catches waiting on some more here. I know baseball, what is 8U? 8U isn't baseball per se. 8U is used in every travel sport. It means 8 and under. Everybody on the team is 8 years old or under. But it's not like a baseball term. Yeah, I've done 8U, 9U, that's coach pitch. When I reference 8U or 9U, I'm talking coach pitch. 10U and above is kid pitch. I've done up to 16. I've done from 16U to 8U umpiring. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it, man. I really do. Most of it's a little kids league. Yeah, I do little league and stuff like that. Dude, I love it, man. I really enjoy it. I have very few bad experiences. Does the train come with a signal turns green? Well, it happens almost every time a signal turns green. But yes, yes, we should have ourselves a train here very soon. Sounds like a fun gig. It really is. I enjoy it. We have a diversion clear. Yep. I've had crazy moments at my job. Yeah, everybody does. Some get it. For me, I feel like my job gets a little crazier than some guy, let's say, working at Chick-fil-A, you know. I feel like I get crazier experiences than him more often. But we all get our crazy experiences from time to time. I wonder for what train. It's gonna be for FEC 950, the yard shuttle between West Palm and Fort Pierce. I got a job at McDonald's. Nice. Oh yeah, McDonald's. You can get some interesting customers there. I work at Publix. I have some weird people. Yeah. Yeah, we all get weird job experience. Just weird customer interactions. I don't know if I can call those people customers though. I just call them parents. Where do you work at? Wherever I get sent, man. I work here in Stuart sometimes. I can work here in Stuart. Like I said, I was talking about Citrus out in Palm City. I can work out in Palm City. I work out in Jensen Beach. I've done games out in Jensen Beach. I've done games in Hope Sound. I've done games actually out in Okeechobee. I do games in Port Salerno. I do a lot of games in Port Salerno. Yeah. I'm an umpire, so... yeah, I'm a baseball umpire, so... I love the job. There are moments, but I love it. There are moments where I wish I could just... never mind. Volunteer firefighter here. We get some weird calls. Oh, wow, I never knew you were a volunteer firefighter. Wow, all right. Yeah, I bet you get some weird calls out there from time to time. Unfortunately, with places with volunteer firefighters, it's usually rural areas. So, it's usually rural areas. So most of your calls are just if somebody falls down and they can't get themselves back up under their own power. The family isn't near, so so they call 911 and the EMTs come out there to help. So that's a lot of your calls, I assume. I'm an airplane mechanic. A plane on track from my company had a prop strike at a small airport 500 nautical miles away. Boss put us on this airplane with a new prop so we could fly the plane home. Nautical miles. Yeah, nice. McDonald's 8, nice. Nice, Eugene, nice. All right, Chad, it's train time here. I can hear his horn. Here we go. I'm retired firefighter, 20 years. Wow. 20-year firefighter. I bet you have some great stories there, Bama. Train, I hear. Yes, sir. FEC 920 here. I bet you have yourself an impressive story. That is a very impressive resume. Yeah. 950, yes, sir. Anything rare you think? We might have a special unit. I'm not sure. We could have one of the breast cancer awareness units. I doubt it, but it is possible. I think Confusion's Corner. Yes, sir. I got some great stories and some not so great stories. Yeah, I imagine. But all heroes do. Leslie 3 horn blowing. Yes, sir. Definitely some EMD power. All right, Confusion's Corner. That crossing's going off. I'm going to rail fan in that location again. I plan on rail fanning there again. So yeah, this should be FEC 950 here. Oh, there we go. That crossing's going off. Alrighty, chat. It is train time. Be sure to wave, chat. Be sure to wave. I'm going to go quiet so I can record it. There we go, chat. 950, baby. Yes, sir. There goes some of the intermodal cars right now. Here comes the end of them. Yes, sir. Alrighty, chat. Blue and white locomotives, FEC 434 leading solo. Alrighty, chat. Not bad at all. It was short. It's only a yard shuttle. So yeah, that's it's one of the shorter trains. But hey, we'll take it. I will definitely take it. I wonder what train is going to divert to. It's just diverting. It's going to divert over to the West Main, so FEC 191 can come through. Not bad at all, chat. I must admit. There goes the third catch of today's stream. Yard shuttle, yes, sir. It's just bringing cars from yard to yard. It's what we call yard shuttles are what we call when it's just going from one yard to the next. It's running out of West Palm Beach, Florida to Fort Pierce, Florida. There's no yards in between them. So when a train runs from that yard, from those 2 yards, we just call them yard shuttles, which is what that train is. Oh, like hub and spoke, but for trains. Yeah, kinda. Think of a yard by... All right, take care, Christian. Thank you again for stopping by. BLF 705N is next, I think. Probably 191, then BLF 705, then 105, and then we'll call it a day. 105 is a little bit late today, which is very rare for him. So yeah, it's just running from yard. Think of a passenger train going from station to station. Like you get on at one station, then you get off immediately at the next station. That's kind of what yard shuttles are. 705N passing Camp Murphy. Alrighty. That's kind of what yard shuttles are. What about 108? 105. I don't think FEC even has a 108, but 105 is what we'll see. There could be an FEC 108. I'm not sure though. I doubt it. But yeah, think of it as like a passenger train. You get on at one station, then you get off at the next. That's kind of what a yard shuttle is. That's what we call yard shuttles instead of mainline freights, because it's only a limited amount of cars. That ran out of West Palm Beach Yard, and it's probably gonna go to it's probably gonna go to Fort Pierce, where it'll get redistributed. There's a little drone right there. Yeah, everybody see that little flashing light right there? That's a drone. That's pretty cool. Oh, I wonder if there's any other rail fans over there. There could be. I don't know whose drone that is. Yeah, I don't either. It could be the Roman rail fans. I don't know if any of you heard of him. That'd be pretty cool. That was him. I'm just gonna see his video. Video Railfanning Stuart. So yeah, the lights are still red, so most likely we're gonna get a southbound here first, whatever it could be. Most likely 191. That's garbage out of the waste management treatment plant up in Fort Pierce, heading down to Hialeah Yard in Miami. Most likely he will be first. Then after him, we'll get either Brightline or FEC 105. Then whatever we don't get then, we'll get after that. So we have 3 trains on the way. Oh, that was okay. Oh, that is strong too. Ugh. Yeah, so we should have at least 3 more trains on the way here before we call it a day. So yeah, we should have at least 6 trains on a day's stream. Not bad at all. When I was here, I saw 109 train here. It was pulling on 2058 cars. Okay. Nice. Yeah, right now I'm just looking at the bridge status, trying to see if it's still down. Right now it's not. Right now the webcam isn't being too cooperative, so I'll go ahead and check and see if I can check the status. I don't think that one's gonna be quiet. Oh, we got headlights. I'm very certain. I'm very certain I see headlights down there, chat. Alrighty, chat. Yes, sir. We do have train. We do have a train. It looks like 191. It is train time yet again here for FEC 191. I'm shocked I didn't even hear his horn. Going over some of the crossings, but yes, sir. It is train time, chat. It is train time yet again. There go the crossings for 191. Oh, we got a gate runner there too. Train time, chat, number 4. There we go, chat. I was not expecting this to be 105. I thought 191 would have been first. But hey, I'll take it. This try should be short. So we'll just have to wait and see what this guy is, but how long this guy is, I mean. There we go, chat, number 4, baby. And there we go, chat. Alrighty, there goes train number 4 today's stream. Oh, Bright Line's right behind him. Especially 805 in that paint scheme. Yes, sir. Yes, 44 AC's GOAT for real. Yeah, Bright Line's right behind him. Here comes 704, or 705. How many trains? Here comes number 5. FEC's 2, Bright Line's 2, and now Bright Line's at 3. Oh, there was somebody wanted the gate run there. I saw that. Should get signal indication here very soon. Oh, there we go, a divergent approach. We'll be live tomorrow, maybe. All right, here comes the fifth catch of today's stream. Be sure to wave, chat, be sure to wave. And there we go, chat. Yeah, that crossing back there is bugged. It keeps going up, then it goes right back down again, then it goes right back up. That's really weird. Because there's no trains coming. So yeah, that is very weird. Alrighty, chat. So we should have ourselves one more freight train today before we call it a day. FEC 191. He should be just around the corner. Right there, we just had back-to-back trains. So there was the fifth catch of today's stream. That horn sounds absolutely amazing. Probably the best Charger horn for Brightline trains. Love it a whole lot. Yeah. So yeah, chat, we should get at least one more train before we call it a day here. Oh, by the way, we're way over 2 hours into today's stream, so do with that what you will. Yeah, we should have ourselves at least one more train before we call it a day here. FC 191 should be just around the corner here. I'll see you later. The next live stream, going to bed. All right, take it easy, Godfather. Thank you again for stopping by, man. Guess they let 105 overtake? Yeah. Well, 105 is a priority intermodal, to be fair. Also, it's kind of cool not seeing the tender. 105 pass, 632, BLF 636. Keep that in the log. Are you streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I was just about to talk about this. I could. Not sure. If I do, it'll be just down the tracks at the bridge. One of the spots I like to rail fan at. Again, I'm not sure. Hello, Real Sweet Tom. My algorithm has finally taken me over the pond for train spotting content. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Glad we got some international viewers. Welcome to the stream, man. The action's been pretty good today. We have ourselves 5 trains so far. Waiting on some more here. Should get at least one more in today before we call it a day. Across the pond. I gotta ask, how far? But yeah, we should get at least one more Florida East Coast freight train before we call it a day here. So yeah, we've seen 5 so far. Waiting on some more here. Action's been... it was a little bit dry. Windsor, United Kingdom. Wow, alrighty. So we got somebody out from the United Kingdom. Well, welcome to today's stream. Thank you for stopping by. Train action is a lot slower than what you're used to. I can guarantee you that. It's not as fast as you're used to, but for someone like me, I think this was a pretty action-packed day. I know you hear, I've been out here for about 2 hours and you hear me say 5 trains. You're like, 2 hours and only 5 trains? That's insane. But for me, 2 hours and 5 trains is a lot out here in America. So I always find that funny when I'm seeing how far in advanced we are when it comes to train travel. If that makes any sense. But yeah, welcome to the stream, man. Bridge is going up. Where's 191 then? Ooh, I might call it. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I was hoping 191 would be. I was hoping 191 would just be right around the corner. Yeah, I might end up just calling it a stream then. They might raise it for 15 minutes, then lower it again. Okay. I hope. I really hope. Yeah, we'll wait for about another 30 minutes. We'll call it a day after 7:20. So yeah, chat, we might have to wait a little bit, just a tad bit longer for this FEC freight train. For those wondering what FEC 191 is, FEC 191 is a garbage train out of Fort Pierce, Florida, heading down to Miami, Florida. It works the waste management plant up in Fort Pierce, loads up on garbage, then we'll go to work the Fort Pierce yard, bring any freight that they want to go down south, take that freight south, and it'll pass through here. Yeah, the bridge light is green as of right now. So yeah, it's probably just raising for its mandatory 15. Then it'll lower again. For those who don't know, our bridge, they put really strict laws on the bridge. It has to be open for at least, well, I say really strict. It has to be open for at least 15 minutes every hour. And I guess they were really coming close on that time. So they're just gonna raise it. They'll hold the train, then the bridge will lower, and then the train will come by, and then they'll raise it, and then there shouldn't be another train for about another 2 hours, so then we'll call it a day. So yeah, tomorrow, I'm really thinking about it. I probably will. It'll just have to depend on how my schedule works out tomorrow. So yeah, I might, but nothing said and done until I click start stream. So we'll just have to wait and see. If I do, you can expect similar action, right line, FEC, just at a new location. Saturday, like I said, I'm probably gonna do a stream at Deerfield, so you can expect some tri-rail. Expect a lot of some tri-rail, Amtrak, and maybe some CSX action. Then Sunday, I'm probably gonna do some. I'm probably gonna go live on the Amtrak line if I do stream, which is I'm not sure. So if I do stream on Sunday, I'm probably going to do it on the CSX Okeechobee sub, which is a little bit closer than this line. So yeah, you can expect that. Well, I'm back. How many trains did I miss? Welcome back, Warren County ESA. We're at 5 trains currently right now. We've seen 5 trains on today's stream. Welcome back to today's stream. Action's been pretty good. We have ourselves 5 trains. Why not some more? Not sure when you left, but we're at 5 right now. We've seen 3 bright lines and 2 FECs. Waiting on a 3rd one right now. Okay, updating the total. Bright lines so far 3, FECs so far 2. Train count 5, yes sir. So yeah, not a bad day so far. Copy count is so far 0. We're gonna keep it like that. So far we are 5 streams in without having to interact, without having the police called on us. Let's keep that counter rising. All right, well, the bridge light is in fact red, so it'll be lowering here very soon. Keep that counter rising, I mean keep that counter at 0. That's true. I meant the counter of 5 stream cents. I haven't gotten any horn shows today either, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, bridge status going down. Yes, sir. Who was? Welcome to the stream, Wax Tender Life. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. Action's been pretty good today. We have ourselves 5 trains, waiting on some more here. I'm not exactly sure. Excuse me. I'm not exactly sure who you referred to as who, us. So I'm sorry. I don't completely understand. So please feel free to retype it. Yeah, so we should have ourselves at least one more train. Not at least. We'll have ourselves one more train here before we call it a day. Oh, yeah, we got that to wait on. So yeah, chat, like I said, we should get ourselves one more FEC before we call it a day here. Making sure everything is charging here. So yeah, chat, like I said, one more train, then we will call it a day. It should be here soon. Bridge status down, perfect. So yeah, it should be here soon. Then we will call it a day. So not a bad stream, not bad at all. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. So now we wait. Bright line so far 3, FEC 2. Plane count, I don't know. Train count 5, plane count, I don't know. No planes in this area. Yeah, I don't think we'll go back to that area where we saw a lot of the planes. Not in West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach, I do think I'll go back to. The one here, just because of the encounter. Let's get a crossing view. There's not really any crossings near us. I'll show you guys the closest one here. Yep, here's our rail line right here. Right there is the crossing. It's kind of a little blurry. There's the Stuart Water Tower right there. Yeah, I kind of won't focus, a little unfortunate there, but it was blurry, yeah. Go just adjusting the camera there. But I'll just tell you what it's got. It's got an electric e-bell. It's got a couple electric e-bells and a mechanical bell. It's a dual gate, sorry. It's a dual gate crossing on Fort Lauderdale. So yeah, we should have that train on the way. Alrighty, chat. So yeah, like I said, we should have something here soon. Hopefully 191 here very, very soon. Ban Goji. Okay. And check the status of the bridge. Bridge status down. Appreciate you. Let me just check on my live stream, see if it's down. Yeah, that bridge is down. So yeah, battery power might end up being an issue here very soon. I hope not. Yeah, I hope battery power isn't an issue. Random hawking so far, who knows? Yeah, the train should be close. The bridge is down, so I hope he's just around the corner coming. 0, let's keep it that way. Yes, sir. Yeah, I hope 191 is very close. The bridge went down for him, so he's got to be just around the corner. Come on, 191. Yes, sir. Ever went to the bridge itself and went live? No, but I have live streamed on top of this bridge before. I've done that. There's no spot like on the bridge to like walk up on like Harper's Ferry. Yeah, I'm just hoping the train rounds the bridge still down. Yeah, the train should round the corner here soon. I don't know what the holdup is, but I hope it's just around the corner here. It's almost 7 o'clock here. But this isn't too far out of his slot. Maybe 191. Knew you were live. Decided to go as slow as possible, yeah. Actually, if it came right now, it would be a little bit earlier than it usually comes. It usually runs through this town around 7 o'clock. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just around the corner. Should be getting close anyway. He should be at Rio. Oh, there we go, chat. Headlights, headlights, headlights. There we go. There he is. All right, chat. There we go. Train time. We got headlights. Last catch of today's stream. Here he is. Here comes FEC 191. Cop encounter so far 0. We're going to keep it that way here today as we're about to end off on today's stream. Here comes FEC 191. Be sure to wave, chat. I'm going to go quiet so I record this. Be sure to wave, chat. Be sure to wave. Yes, sir. Guy's not a huge fan of his horn, I guess. Yeah, this is a long 191 today. Alrighty, chat. There we go. There goes the number 6 and final catch of today's stream. Just so much longer than I'm used to. Yeah. American freight trains for you. Bye. Take care, Zach. Take care, Migs. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and stopping by. That's going to do it for today's stream, chat. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. Total end count was 6, so not bad at all. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure, man. Thank you guys for stopping by. I love what I do, so be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream, whatever it may be. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Once again, thank you guys. See you later. Bye.